Hey everybody, it's Troy, and I'm here to do a review of Evernote, which I think is one of the coolest programs available, and I use it frequently, and it does so many things that I don't know if I'll be able to do it justice today, but I've come up with about 12 different ways I use it, and so I hope that will give you some insights as to what this program is and how it works and how it can really help you in your life. I'm sure you're going to come up with many more creative applications after watching this video. So maybe a bit crude, but I'm going to show you some screenshots, or actually real screen stuff of what I do to use it. So first thing is I keep my notes on presentations. For example, this one, you'll see I got some notes on what we're going to cover in this video, and it's so handy because you can use screenshots right off the web. So I use Google Chrome, but you could also use Mozilla or Internet Explorer, and basically just clip things as you find them on the web, throw them into Evernote. It actually does it. There's a clipper that goes with it, and it puts it right into Evernote, so you can just easily go back and reference those. I'll sometimes specify a notebook or a tag at the time, but sometimes I'll just go back later and I'll put them into different notebooks. Now in Evernote, you'll see down the left-hand column here, there's a number of what they call notebooks, and these are just categories by which you can place things. But their tagging system is pretty amazing too. You can add tags on all sorts of different topics, so that if you want to go back later, and you can easily search for virtually anything. So that's one of the reasons I like it. Second thing is capturing outputs after meetings. For example, that's what I do a lot. After I have a meeting either with a client or with my internal team, I will capture some notes. So I did some handwritten notes recently with a client, and I just took pictures of them after, and I put them here into Evernote. Another thing you can do is I use some mind mapping. One I use is MindMeister, and what I'll do with MindMeister is I'll actually just do a mind map, and then it automatically saves to Evernote and Google Docs, and then I can just go back and I'll associate it with a notebook like here, or a tag, and it's easy to find the notes after the meeting. Let's see, the third thing I use it for, this is for documents that I've saved in Google Docs. So let's say it's a spreadsheet or a Word document, or even a like a whatever they call the PowerPoint in Google Docs. I'll actually prepare the document in Google Docs. I'll save it, and then all you have to do is just copy the URL and place it into your Evernote meeting, and so it's easy to access later on. Now some people would say, why don't you just leave it in Google Docs, which I do, but I find Evernote's search feature is just so awesome, and you can very easily collect lots of tags and lots of well, I'll put it into a notebook, but it just makes it much easier to search for. I find things I need, so I use Evernote as that repository. Next thing is capturing receipts. And if you have your own business, or you want to keep track of your spending, I find one of the greatest things to do with Evernote is capture receipts. So I've got all sorts of receipts. If they're done like this one, you see a paper one here, I think it's some dry cleaning. As soon as I come out of the dry cleaner, or even right in the dry cleaner, I'll just take a quick picture with my Evernote app open on my phone, and it goes right into it, and I can categorize it later. Other nice thing is at the end of the month, I can easily just search on that month and have them all digitally saved, and I can send it off to my bookkeeper, and the IRS or the Canadian Revenue, they all accept digital documents, so it's a great way to go paperless without having to keep all those papers hanging around and cluttering up things. There is another application that I recommend called Shoeboxes. Shoeboxes is much like this, and it connects to Evernote. Basically, you just put all your receipts into either an envelope or upload them to Shoeboxes, and then you can easily just export that information to, let's say you use QuickBooks or something like that. At the end, it's a great savings of time and frustration and energy, and if you're in a small business like I am, or if you want to keep track of this stuff for expense reasons, wonderful, wonderful program. Evernote and shoeboxes, but Evernote alone can do a lot of it. Let's see. Next area I want to cover with you is keeping kids' school pictures and projects. I love this one. You probably relate to this if you have children. They bring home all sorts of things from school, and heck, you can have report cards, you can have little projects that they've done. And what happens in our family is they come in, they show us what they've made, and we think, oh, that's super cute, and we take a look at it, and then it sits on our dining room table for a few weeks. And so what I do now is I'll just take a snapshot of the project. And, you know, it's kind of crude, but really doesn't matter too much, and then it's saved and I upload it to this one's for my daughter Lucy, and so now I can look back, and we can look back and say, oh, that's what Lucy did this project, or now or even into the future it's saved forever with Evernote. So that is a cool application. Let's see. Oh, another one is other related kid stuff. So let's say, well, here's an example. My son TJ was invited to a birthday party, so what I did, as soon as I get that paper invitation, I take a snapshot of it. I can chuck the invitation away, and now it's saved in my Evernote for when the event comes up. I can check the address, the time, the dates, everything, what we need to bring, and it's all there. A couple other things. Here's a bunch. My son's birthday, what we did is we just, as he got all these birthday presents, we just took pictures of the card and what the gift was, and then we're able to send thank you notes later on to the people that sent them. So it's a great way to capture all that really fast, and you don't have to fiddle too much with segregating, you know, cards and receipts here and there. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. This one is neat. This one, gift ideas. So if I have gift ideas for my kids or my wife or anyone else, I'll just capture the gift idea, because quite often my wife will tell me, oh, I'd like this for my birthday or Christmas, and I always forget what it was. I know, my bad, but what I'll do is I'll just note it down in a text or some kind of capture, like a picture or something, and then I'll just throw it into Evernote, and then I just simply go back when it's time for the birthday or the present, and I can easily pull up what she wanted to make sure I get it if we can. So another cool application. Let's see. This one, I find, for me, if I've got client notes, so sometimes I make phone calls and sometimes I get emails, and sometimes there's documents that we're sharing. So one thing I do is I will capture my clients' documents into Evernote. I'll either take pictures of them or I'll make recordings by voice, which you can all do in whatever app you're using, whether it's Android or BlackBerry or iPhone, which I've been using lately. And you can just easily capture everything, throw it up in Evernote, and then keep a tag on it, and you can just pull up all the information you need very quickly, very fast. It's organized. I sometimes will export this to Salesforce, which is a program I use, but I find Evernote is still my go-to place for keeping this kind of information. Another thing I use is checklists. I love keeping lists of things I got to do in the next day, and so keeping a checklist is a great way to do it. And so Evernote allows you to put little check boxes so you can easily click off when things are completed. And another cool feature related to this, but related to many of these things, let's say you have an idea and you don't need to really visit it until later that week. You can set a reminder, and the reminder, you can do it easily by tomorrow, in a week, or pick a specific day and time, and it's a super way to remind yourself on your phone or on your computer when you have something that needs to get done. It can be out of your head can be clear, and you can focus on things. So in summary, and I could probably go on with all sorts of more applications, I hope this has jogged your thinking as to ways you could use this, but what Evernote does is gets it out of your head, it gets it out of the paper clutter that could be in your life, and puts it into something that you can do that will free you up mentally, space-wise, keep it out of your head. You can relax knowing that all the information you ever need is easily at your fingertips, easy to access. Evernote stores it forever, and I use the premium account, and I started with the free account, and I just find I like all that comes with the premium account in terms of space availability, but Evernote is definitely worth the money you'll spend monthly to keep it. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on Evernote, my review of Evernote, and I hope you go and get this, experiment with it, have some fun, make it part of your life, because your life can get so much simpler, easier, more productive when you're using a tool. So go get this today and really enjoy the benefits of Evernote.